So now we will study about the classification of organic compounds. What are organic compounds? What are organic compounds? What is a compound? Compound means the substance which is, or the molecule which is made up of more than one type of atoms are said to be compounds. Organic compounds. What are organic compounds then? Organic compounds are the compounds which contain carbon and other elements. The compounds which contains carbon and other elements are said to be organic compounds. Okay. So organic compounds contain carbon as one of the most important elements, and along with carbon there are other elements. The simplest organic compounds are called hydrocarbons. Why? Because they contain only two elements, carbon and hydrogen only. Okay, they contain carbon and hydrogen only. Okay, the compounds which contain carbon and hydrogen, they are called as hydrocarbons. So these are the simplest organic compounds. So then suppose if all other compounds, the hydrocarbon, along with the hydrocarbon there are other carbons, all other organic compounds are the derivatives of hydrocarbons. All other organic compounds, they are derived from these hydrocarbons. Okay, hydrocarbons contain carbon and hydrogen only, but there are so many organic compounds which contain other elements also along with carbon and hydrogen. So such organic compounds are said to be derivatives of hydrocarbons. So we will study, because there are so many organic compounds. There are more than 6 million of organic compounds in the nature. So to study each and every organic compound and to remember the properties of each and every organic compound, it is very difficult. Hence, we need a classification of these organic compounds. For our convenience sake, organic compounds, they are classified into three ways. So now let us learn what are the three different ways of classification of organic compounds. Three major classification organic compounds. So for our convenience sake, for our convenience sake, we will classify all the organic compounds. All the organic compounds are classified into in three ways. Are classified in three ways. Okay, three major types of classification. Three ways, or else three major types of classifications. Three major type of classification. What are they? We will learn. So one type of classification is based on carbon chain. So one type of classification, the classification based on the nature of carbon chain, or also type of carbon chain, or nature of carbon chain. That means on the basis of carbon chain, one classification. Another classification is based on the function group. So classification based on the type of functional group, functional group. Based on the type of functional group present in them. Okay, next, third type of classification. Okay, classification as homologous series. Classification as homologous series. So there are three major types of classification. One type of classification is based on the type of carbon chain, or else nature of carbon chain. Another type of classification is based on the type of functional group present in the compounds. And the third type of classification is based on the homologous series. So we will learn these three types of classification one by one, because all these classifications are important classifications. Okay, so the simplest organic compounds are called as hydrocarbons, and all other organic compounds are derived from hydrocarbons. Okay, so now we will learn about the classification based on the type of carbon chain. Classification of organic compound on the basis of carbon chain. On the basis of carbon chain. On the basis of carbon chain. See, on the basis of carbon chain, all the organic compounds, they are classified into mainly two groups. One group of organic compounds are said to be acyclic, or open chain, or they are also called as aliphatic compounds. Okay. Another type of compounds, they are said to be cyclic, or closed chain, or ring compounds. Ring compounds. What is the basic difference between these two? Open chain, that means here the compounds, they can, for example, take a compound like this, a compound which contains 4 carbon atoms. Okay, so we know that already every carbon, it forms 4 bonds. So for example, take this carbon is forming 4 bonds like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. This carbon also is forming 4 bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4. This carbon is also having 4 bonds forming. So here this is also. So this is called as structural representation. Simply I will show, I will write it, this one in another form. So this carbon along with its three hydrogen, the carbon along with its three hydrogen, I will write like this, and this carbon along with the two hydrogens, I will write like this. Okay, and this carbon with its two hydrogen, okay, and this carbon with its three hydrogens, I will be like, I will write like this. Okay, so between these two there is a bond, between these two carbons there is a bond, between these two carbons also there is a bond, like this. So here it is open. These two carbons, they do not forming a ring. Okay. Now, then what is ring or else a cyclic? Suppose if these four carbons are arranged like this, then it is said to be ring compound, or else cyclic, or else a closed chain. So it is called as acyclic or open chain, or else it is also called as aliphatic compounds. Okay, now these are called as ringed. So we know every carbon it forms four bonds. So two bonds and two bonds are here with two carbon atoms. This carbon is forming two bonds with two carbon atoms, and two more bonds with two hydrogen atoms, like this. This carbon also, and even this carbon also, like this. Even this carbon also, like this. See, this carbon along with these two hydrogens, I will write like this, CH2. It is connected with another CH2, and it is connected with another CH2 like this, and it is connected with another CH2 like this, and it is forming a closed structure, or else a ring-like structure. So that is a basic difference between these two types of compounds. So I have taken only one example. There are several examples. So we will learn those things later. For typing, just we have to know the basic difference between these two. Okay. Next, these alicyclic compounds, or these open chain compounds, or these aliphatic compounds, okay, they are further classified into saturated. They are further classified into saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Saturated compounds, saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Saturated compounds. What are saturated compounds? Saturated compounds, they are nothing but, they are alkanes. They are called as alkanes. They are called as alkanes, or generally they are alkanes, or derivatives, or derivatives of alkanes. Alkanes or derivatives of alkanes are said to be saturated compounds. Then what are unsaturated compounds? These unsaturated compounds, they are further classified into two types. Okay, they are further classified into two types. What are they? Alkenes. Alkenes or derivatives of alkenes, or derivatives of alkenes. Okay, then here alkynes. Alkynes or derivatives of alkynes. Derivatives of alkynes. Okay, alkenes or derivatives of alkenes. Alkynes or derivatives of alkynes. So like this, alicyclic or open chain compounds or aliphatic compounds are classified. So I will explain all these things in detail. Don't worry. Okay, so just the outline classification I am giving you. I will explain each and every term in details. Okay, just now, for time being, I am giving the outline classification. Okay, now let us learn about the cyclic or closed chain or ring compounds. Cyclic or closed chain or ring compounds. These are, depending upon the nature of the ring, they are classified into two types. Depending on the nature of the ring, so the cyclic or closed chain compounds are classified into two types, known as homocyclic compounds, homocyclic compounds. Okay, next heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds. In homocyclic compounds, the ring contains only carbon atoms. The ring contains only carbon atoms like this. Whereas in heterocyclic compounds, the ring contain other atoms other than carbon also, they are present as the part of the ring, like this. Okay, so the ring, if contains only carbon atoms, they are said to be homocyclic compounds, and if the ring contains other atoms, okay, along with the carbon atoms, then they are said to be heterocyclic compounds. So I will explain you about these terms in depth. After some time. Okay, just after completion of this outline, I will explain you about these terms completely. Next, these homocyclic compounds are again classified into two types: alicyclic compounds, okay, and aromatic compounds. Alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. Alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. Okay, I will explain you about these things. Okay, now again, these aromatic compounds are further classified into benzenoid, benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. non non-benzenoid compounds, benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. So like this, homocyclic compounds are further classified into alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds are further classified into benzenoid compounds, non-benzenoid compounds. Now we will learn about the heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds. These heterocyclic compounds, they are further classified into two types. Non-aromatic compounds, non-aromatic non-aromatic compounds, okay, they are also called as alicyclic, heterocyclic. They are also called as alicyclic, heterocyclic, alicyclic, heterocyclic. Okay, and aromatic heterocyclic, aromatic heterocyclic, alicyclic, heterocyclic, non-aromatic compounds. Okay, non-aromatic compounds, and this is one type, and here aromatic heterocyclic compounds. So like this, the classification of organic compounds will be. We will learn all these things in depth. So we'll be learning one by one from the beginning, starting from aliphatic or open chain hydrocarbons, just the outline map as a whole. I am giving you the outline map like this. It will go like this. Outline map will be like this. See, organic compounds are further classified into acyclic or open chain compounds and cyclic or closed chain compounds. These acyclic or open chain compounds are further classified into saturated and unsaturated. Okay, and unsaturated are further classified into alkenes, alkynes. Now cyclic or closed chain compounds, they are classified into homocyclic, heterocyclic. Okay, homocyclic are classified into alicyclic, aromatic, and heterocyclic compounds, they are classified into non-aromatic compounds. They are also called as alicyclic, heterocyclic, and aromatic compounds. Aromatic heterocyclic compounds. So these are aromatic homocyclic, these are aromatic heterocyclic. Okay, next, benzenoid compounds. Aromatic homocyclic, they are classified into benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. So I will send a PDF of this classification along with this video. I will send a PDF of this classification. Okay, right. Now let us learn these things in detail. First we will go with acyclic compounds. Once again I will draw the rough sketch of this one. Organic compounds. Organic compounds, they are classified into two types. Organic compounds, they are classified into two types. What are they? Acyclic. Okay, I will send a PDF. I will send PDF along with this this one. So I will explain you about the compounds, the type of this classification in depth individually. What are acyclic compounds? Acyclic compounds. Acyclic compounds means open chain. The carbon atoms are linked together to form open chain. Here, carbon atoms are linked together. Carbon atoms are linked together to form open chains. Example CH3. So this is a compound. Okay, this is its molecular formula is C2H6. Okay. So here its structure contains open chain structure. The chain is not closed. One more compound, C3H8, CH3, CH2, CH3. Remember one thing, this is called as a terminal carbon. Even this is also terminal carbon, that means end carbon. And these are the middle carbons. So here terminal carbons, if it forms single bond with the middle carbons, then it contains 3 hydrogens. Even this also, end carbons, if they form single bonds with the inner atoms, then these end carbons, they contain 3 hydrogens like this. Another example, this is called as ethane. This is called as propane. Ethylene. What is ethylene? C2H4. How these two are linked? So these two carbons are linked by double bond. So every carbon should contain 4 hydrogen atoms. So like this. So this is the structure, and it is open chain. It is not closed. Or else I will write like this. See this carbon along with its 2 carbons, 2 hydrogens. This carbon along with 2 hydrogens, and even this carbon along with the 2 hydrogens. I will write like this. A double bond between these 2 carbons. It is called as ethylene. Another compound, ethyl alcohol, CH3, CH2, OH. It is called as ethyl alcohol. etc. There are so many open chain compounds. There are so many open chain compounds. These open chain compounds may be, okay, these are some of the examples. Some more examples I will give you. In open chain compounds, carbon atoms are linked together to form open chain. To form open chain. Again this open chain, it may be straight chain. This open chain may be straight chain. It may be straight chain or branched chain. It may be straight chain or branched chain. Open chain may be straight chain or branched chain. So we have seen some examples for straight chain and some more examples. For example, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. So here it is a straight chain. The same thing I can write like this also. So here this is a straight chain, whereas this one is a branched chain. Okay. Another type of branched chain I will write. So like this. So these are all acyclic compounds, etc. I mean, there are so many such compounds. Examples, few examples. See, there is double bond. The terminal carbon, it is having double bond. When it is having double bond, this carbon is having only 2 hydrogens like this. So this carbon is having only single bond, hence it is having 3 hydrogens. So this carbon is having 2 bonds, hence it will have 2 hydrogens with 2 bonds with 2 other hydrogen atoms. This carbon is already having 3 bonds, so I will write only 1 hydrogen because it forms only 1 bond with hydrogen. So like this. So this is called as butene. This is called as butene. 1 butene. I will explain you that name, how to name these compounds. I will explain you. Okay, later. So this is called as neopentane. This is called as neopentane. Neopentane. This is a branched one. This is also a branched one. This is called as isopentane. Isopentane. This is called as N-pentane, normal. N means normal. This is called as N-pentane. N-pentane. So, etc. So, all these are what? They are open chain. They are called as acyclic compounds. Right. Now, these acyclic compounds, they are further classified into saturated and unsaturated. So these are again 2 types. There are 2 types. There are 2 types. What are they? What are they? Saturated and unsaturated. Saturated and unsaturated. We learn about saturated now. saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons. In saturated hydrocarbons, all the carbons, between all carbons, they contain only single bonds. Only single bonds. Only single bonds you will find. Only single bonds between the atoms, between the carbon atoms. You will find only single bonds between the carbon atoms. Such type of compounds are said to be saturated. SATURATED. Saturated compounds or also saturated hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means carbon and hydrogen only will be there. Okay, so like this, carbon. So they between carbon atoms, there are only single bonds. All the 4 valencies of carbon are fully satisfied. See like this. Carbon will have 4 valency. Any carbon will have 4 valencies. Only single bonds between carbon atoms means like this. And in saturated carbons, all the 4 valencies are satisfied. All the 4 valencies are satisfied by only single bonds. By only single bonds. They are fully satisfied by atoms. They are fully satisfied by or else they are satisfied by, I will write like this. They are fully satisfied by atoms. They are fully satisfied by atoms. These saturated hydrocarbons, they are called as paraffins. They are called as paraffins. They are called as paraffins. They are least reactive. They are least reactive. Least reactive. They are least reactive. Okay. Okay. Right. And these saturated compounds, they are alkanes and their derivatives. Alkanes and their derivatives are said to be saturated hydrocarbons or also saturated organic compounds. Derivatives. What is the meaning of derivative? Derivative means, for example, this is a compound. If you take this compound, if only carbons and hydrogens are present, then this compound is said to be alkane. Alkane. Suppose if one hydrogen is replaced by another atom. Suppose if hydrogen is replaced by chlorine, then now it is said to be derivative of alkane. Before that, suppose if hydrogen is there, it is called as butane. It is called as butane. 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 Suppose I am writing here, instead of hydrogen, suppose if I replace a hydrogen, by chlorine, now it is called as chlorobutane. It is called as chlorobutane. This chlorobutane, it is derived from butane. Hence it is said to be, this is the derivative of this one, butane. This one is said to be derivative of butane. Derivatives means if hydrogens are replaced by some other atoms, okay, then the substance which is formed is said to be derivative of alkane. So here this is alkane and this is derivative of alkane, like this. So if there are only single bonds between carbon atoms, then those compounds are said to be saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, so here it is derivative of hydrocarbon, because this compound contains carbon, hydrogen, and along with carbon and hydrogen there is another atom also, other atom, chlorine. Hence it is said to be derivative of hydrocarbon. Which hydrocarbon? Derivative of alkane. Which alkane? It is butane. So this is derivative of butane and it is called as chlorobutane. Suppose instead of chlorine, if I write bromine some here, now it is called as bromobutane. It is called as bromobutane, like this, etc. If any hydrogen is replaced by some other atom, then it is then the compound is said to be derivative. So like this, derivative. The term derivative indicates like that. Right. Now let us learn about the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons we learned. Okay. Now we learn about unsaturated hydrocarbons. All these alicyclic compounds, they are classified into two types. What are they? Saturated and unsaturated. Saturated and unsaturated. We learn about unsaturated. What is the meaning of unsaturated? See here, at least two carbon atoms. Are linked by either double bond or triple bond. Double bond or triple bond. That means either double bond or triple bond. Double bond or triple bond means multiple bonds. What are multiple bonds? Double bond or single bond are said to be double bonds or single bonds are said to be double bonds or single bonds are said to be multiple bonds. Sorry, double bonds or triple bonds are said to be multiple bonds. So again, these saturated compounds, they are further classified into two types. What are they? Alkenes and their derivatives, and their derivatives. Example, alkene. Example, so between two carbons there is a double bond. So between these two carbons there is a double bond. I am not writing hydrogens. Simply just imagine that hydrogen atoms are also present along with carbon. So not writing hydrogen. Simply I am writing the carbon skeleton. Suppose somewhere if double bond is there, in the length in this chain of carbon atoms, so at least if there is one double bond between any two carbon atoms, then this compound, okay, I am not writing hydrogens, it should also contain hydrogen because only one bond is there. 3 more bonds are with 3 hydrogen atoms. So this compound is said to be alkene. Alkene. So I will write like that, that also. Okay, already 3 bonds here. Hydrogen. Here of hydrogen. CH2, CH3. So this is an alkene. The name of this alkene is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons are there. Hence it is called as hexene. Hexene. This is 3 carbon. It is called as propene. Propene. They end with ene. Alkenes. Alkene. Okay, alkene. They end with enes. This is called as ethylene. It is called as ethene. Ethene. If there are 2 carbons, it is called as ethene. 3 carbons, it is propene. If there are 6 carbons, hexene. Like this. Okay. Derivative. What is derivative? Derivative of alkene. Suppose if I take propene, CH3, if I replace one hydrogen, any hydrogen I may replace with any other atom. For example, if I replace this hydrogen by some other atom or group of atoms, like this. If I replace this hydrogen, actually this carbon is having 3 bonds. The 2 bonds with this carbon, 1 bond with one carbon, and 1 bond with the hydrogen. It should be like this. It should be like this. If this hydrogen is replaced by a group of atoms like this, now it is called as propene. But this hydrogen is replaced by some other atoms. Then it is said to, this is said to be derivative of this one. So what is this one? OH means hydroxy. So it is called as hydroxypropene. Or else simply I'll write one more another one. I'll take chlorine. It is called as chloropropene. It is called as chloropropene. I may replace the hydrogen with any other atom or else any group of atoms sometime. Then it is said to be, this is a derivative of this one. Okay, alkenes and their derivatives, they belong to one class. They are said to be unsaturated. And another one, unsaturated compounds, they are again classified into alkenes and alkenes and alkynes. Alkynes. Then what are alkynes? Alkynes means if there is a triple bond between any 2 carbon atoms. If there is a triple bond between any 2 carbon atoms like this, then it is said to be alkyne. Suppose if there is a length of carbon chain and somewhere between any two carbon atoms, if there is a triple bond, then this compound is said to be alkyne. Okay, so here I am filling hydrogens. Already 4 bonds are there, so no need of filling any hydrogen because already carbon is having 4 bonds. Carbon will have maximum 4 bonds only. Even this carbon is also having 4 bonds, so no need of writing hydrogen here, or even here also I cannot, no need of writing. And this carbon, 3 hydrogens. The name of this is, it should end with ine. Ine. There are 2 carbons, hence it is ethyne. Ethyne. The name of this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons are there. Hence it is called as pentyne. Pentyne. So like this. If there is a triple bond between any 2 carbon atoms, then such compounds are said to be alkynes. Okay, these are unsaturated. These are unsaturated compounds, and even these are also unsaturated compounds. Okay, unsaturated compounds. Acyclic compounds are classified into saturated and unsaturated compounds. Unsaturated compounds are further classified into alkenes and alkynes. Right, like this open chain or acyclic compounds will be. Next, we will learn about the closed chain. So we will learn about the closed chain compounds in the next class.